Sollte gleich angezeigt werden. Vielleicht. Oder so. So. Alright, let's go to the hallway. I'll go get June, you guys head to the door. Okay, roger that. Yes, it unlocked. Good job, Junpei. Good, now we can get going. Come on, what are you guys standing around for? Let's get out of here. Come on, Jumpy, let's go. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
You found it.
Yeah.
Oh, another hallway.
Come on, open!
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Damn it!
Look over here!
Elevators. And the buttons... Of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like we don't have any choice.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Well then, let's open it.
All right, here I go.
Oh. So it's a kitchen.
What were you expecting?
Isn't it obvious? The exit? I was hoping this would be the way out of here.
You really think it'd be that easy?
Yeah, I know. Still.
Oops.
If we can just get through this door, we should come out on the other side of that grate we saw earlier.
No good.
Sorry, I guess that wasn't very constructive.
Anyway, let's take a look.
Hey!
What's that?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. I found this a little while ago. It's a map of the B deck.
Let me see that. I knew it. See? Look.
Yes, hold your horses.
What did you figure out?
This is handy.
See? We came in here. Now if we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate.
How about that? She's right. We can get out through there.
There we go. Here, you can have it back.
Thanks.
There's a card reader on the right side of the door.
And that means the key card is somewhere in here, right?
That seems the most likely.
All right, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues.
Okay.
Okay. Seek a way out. Okay. Voucher. Vouch. Keine Ahnung. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish 5. Those 9 plates look pretty expensive. The plates for appetizers. Remember, appetizers usually come on square plates. Okay. Well, excuse me, princess. 1, 2, 3. There's 10 of them. If you flip these over, they look like hats. The middle is super deep for a plate. They're soup plates. They're made that way so that the soup doesn't spill. If we ever get out of here, you should treat yourself to a nice dinner out. What makes us think a poor college student has the money to do something like that? I think there are 15 of these plates. I'm assuming they're for seafood. How the hell can you tell that? They look just like any other plate from the 99-cent store. If you ever take a lady out to dinner, you're going to embarrass yourself. I feel sorry for June. Why the hell are you bringing up June? The lady doth protest too much, methinks. You're not terribly subtle. There's a bunch of little wavy ridges on this plate. Those plates are for serving meat. You really are ignorant, aren't you? Come on, it's not like I need to know this crap. Jeez. Okay, so. Doesn't match the number of plates on the table. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. And the plates on the table are 9 appetizers, 16 meat, 10 soup, 15 seafood. Maybe they're using hexadecimal here. And hexadecimal is... It's a number system that goes 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, 10, 11. You're familiar with base 10, right? That's the normal system for numbers. The base 10 equivalents of for hexadecimal numbers would go like this: A 10, B 11, C 13, blah 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 blah. And 10 is 16, right? The 10 becomes 16 in base 10. I know it sounds strange, but you can think of it as just 6 letters added on to the normal number system after 9. Blah 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 and so on. I think I get it. Some kind of hint. Yeah. Shit about hexadecimal code. Yeah. Alright then, here's a little quiz for you. What would 9 plus F be in base 10? 24. Well, F is 15, so it'd be 9 plus 15, which would be 24, right? That's right. Good job, you're a fast learner. Ja. So, komm, ich weiß, ich möchte. 9 is 9. 10, A, F. Nothing special. 16. 16 is 10. It's not. An iron oven. Looks pretty heavy duty. It's probably industrial quality. I bet you could cook anything with this. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Damn, I knew it. It's locked. What we've got here is pot and frying pan. Oh, and a pressure cooker. But I guess we could use some of those as weapons. What kind of an idiot are you? You're gonna run around holding that thing while you're looking for the dead? Hey man, it was just a joke. Why so serious? There's some bottles of seasoning in here. Pot on top of the stove. If there are some ingredients around here, I could cook something up for us. Notice you can actually cook. Who the hell do you think I am? You'd better believe I know how to boil hot water and put in my instant noodles. And I can boil eggs too. Okay. Trash can. There's nothing inside of it. Well, better than being full of rotten food, I suppose. Damn, there's nothing in here. Hey Santa, digging through the trash really suits you. What the hell did you say? Listen lady, I did you a favor. I knew you'd just piss and moan, so I did it for you. Oh my, I don't recall asking you to do anything. Ah, I ought to throttle you. Excuse me. Does it feel cold in here? Maybe this table is for preparing food. There are plates everywhere. Let's think. It's still got water in it. There are a couple plates in there, but I don't think they're gonna help us much. Whetstone. Wow, this pot looks like it's made out of silver. I bet drinking tea from this pot would be really yummy. Spending a day off with June drinking tea. Could such a day ever happen for me? Jumpy? No, nothing. We don't really need hot water, so we should be moving on. It's a lot of notes. They've got a bunch of stuff written on them, but it doesn't look like a code or anything like that. Cheese. Okay. There's something behind the cheese. You're right. Why don't we move some of the cheese? Alright guys, time to move it. June and I need to look behind you. There's a little green bottle back there. There's so much stuff in here, a whole lot of cans. This is probably a pantry. There's a knife in this box.
A rusty knife?
Absinth. What the fuck? Na, ich mag Absinth nicht so. Schmeckt mir zu sehr nach Lakritz und ich bin kein Fan von Lakritz. Hätte ich lieber einen Zombie oder sowas. Zombie ist schön.
I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
Schön fruchtig und
It's
so.
futile.
Futile?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
Ich
Oh.
weiß, was futile ist, ja.
Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about futility.
Huh? Why were you thinking about futility?
Well, it has something to do with the Titanic.
Jetzt fängt die schon wieder mit der
The
Kack-Titanic an.
Titanic?
Yep. Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
Ja.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. There was a novel that had a bunch of stuff in it that described the sinking of the Titanic before it actually sank.
Richtig.
Yeah, that's the one. The title of the novel is Futility. It was written 14 years before the Titanic sank. But
I know. I mean, I didn't know the name of the book, but...
Und wer gerne mal einen Zombie oder sowas trinken möchte. Da ist ein Rezept. Ist halt hauptsächlich rum mit anderem Fruchtzeug. Ist aber gut.
The story was the same, right? It was just like what happened on the Titanic?
yeah,
Well, I heard it was all a hoax.
a hoax.
I heard that the stuff that matched up to the Titanic so well
ist auch-
was actually added after it sank.
Ist auch gut.
Apparently, the only thing that was the same originally was that a boat ran into an iceberg and sank.
But the novel was published in 1898, 14 years before the accident.
Like I said, that was the first print of the book. 14 years later, the author heard about what happened to the Titanic. He figured that was his chance, you know? He just went back and changed some stuff in his novel, so that it matched the Titanic exactly.
Really?
Really? There's no such thing as premonitions or any of that stuff.
Premonition.
But that wasn't the only book that predicted the Titanic sinking.
It wasn't?
Yep. There were 2 other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead. Both of them before the accident. One in 1886 and one in 1892.
Wieso schreibt er zweimal genau die gleiche Geschichte?
Stead wrote 2 stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. In one, 2 ships collided. Many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other ships.
Right, I knew you'd say that.
Hmm?
But what if Stead had some sort of special powers? To be more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing?
What? Automatic writing? Wait, are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Warum bringt Apple 12 gleiche Handys raus, verkauft die um 800 Euro plus? Weil es Apple ist. Weil sie
Yes.
Geld... Weil das Leute kaufen und die dadurch Geld machen. Mehr als genug.
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic. When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff?
Geister aus der Zukunft.
That's not it.
What's not it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
Was?
Oh. What are you smoking?
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic.
Was?
He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes 20 years before it happened.
Well, why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
Ja, wir sollten uns eventuell ein bisschen drauf konzentrieren, aus dem Scheißschiff rauszukommen.
Huh? But
Come on, let's get back to it.
Rusty knife. Maybe I'll use the whetstone to sharpen the knife. Blade of the knife is getting sharper by the second. I should be able to cut something pretty good with this. Yeah. Noch schön einölen. Nicht einölen. Dann ölen wir halt das Kackding nicht ein. There's milk in here. Milk in an iron barrel, judging by the rust. It's probably really old. Maybe we shouldn't have opened it up. I don't think it'll be a pretty sight. Looks like some kind of large tin container. Well, it's empty. Okay, then. Und was mache ich denn jetzt mit dem Messer? Right, it's going. You think this was all part of Zero's plan? Probably. Kinda hard to believe there's a chef on board somewhere. On what this straw is. You see the metal grate on top of the grill. They make it like that so that the fat and juices can drip off of the meat while it cooks. Drawer seems to be stuck. It won't open. It's a grill. There's some coals down here. They are bright red. Grill ready to grill. On top, there's a rolling pin and colander here. Nothing useful. Right, haben wir geguckt. Okay. It's a bolt, and it's really rusty. Will it even open? We won't know till we try. Let's give it a shot. Alright, let's see if you're gonna come out. Damn, no dice. Ein Ölen. This bolt is rusted in place. Not much. Of course, maybe if I put some oil on it. Hey! Just a little bit of oil and... Come on! Come on, you little son of a bitch. Whoa! Yeah, yes. Got you, you little bastard. You did it, Chompy. You're so smart. Yeah.
Oh, it's cold in here. What is this place?
And stuffed.
Are you blind?
Jetzt wen timen. Also ihr Moderatoren könntet das schon machen, ja. Bloß... Am besten nicht... Weiß nicht. Also wenn irgendwer einen Link postet oder sowas, dann halt mal gucken. Wenn es irgendwie ein Link zu irgendwas Bescheuertem ist oder halt zu irgendwas Doofem oder so, dann könnte Dingsen, falls es ein Link zu irgendwas Harmlosem ist, dann halt einfach mal schnell darauf hinweisen, dass bitte vorher fragen. Und ich nehme sowieso an, der Bot wird hoffentlich dann am Wochenende wieder aktiv sein und so.
It's a freezer.
Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me. I'll freeze solid in seconds.
Dann zieh dir was an, Frau.
Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
Oh, whoa. It's really cold in here.
Hey,
Ach, was?
you don't need to be in here. You had a fever just a little bit ago. You should stay outside. We got this.
No, I'm fine. My fever's gone now.
But...
Huh?
Ja. Geil.
No! Why did it suddenly close?
Lotus? Böse
The
Frau.
knob's frozen!
Nope.
But why?
It looks like the pipe next to it broke, and...
Gibt's nix. Die hätte sich, was weiß ich, die hätte sich an... Aus dem anderen Schlafzimmerzeug hätte sie sich, was weiß ich... Bettbezug als Umhang nehmen können oder sonst irgendwie was, keine Ahnung.
Hey, Lotus! You're out there, right? Open the door!
What do you want? What's going on?
The door won't open! Try opening it from that side, please!
Oh, fine. Like, if you say so. Hold on.
Ernsthaft?
It's no use. It won't budge. You've got more people in there. You figure it out.
Oh.
Dankeschön, Frau.
God damn it.
Anyway, let's find a way out.
Hätte sie wissen können, dass sie in dem Kühlraum landen. Das nicht, aber die Alte hat ja so oder so sau wenig an. Ich meine, es wird so oder so irgendwann mal kalt. Nehme ich an.
If we don't get moving,
Relativ kalt
we're gonna
zumindest.
be permanent residents.
Two heads are better than none. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just take a good look around this room.
Right.
Right. Ein Seil. There's so much stuff in here. Why don't we take some of it out, Jumpy? Wasserflasche. There isn't anything else here that looks useful. Okay.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah, it is.
I wonder how warm it has to get for it to turn back into gas again.
Hell if I know. How is that gonna help us anyway?
Oh, well, I figured we might be able to use it to get out of here.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees. Any warmer than that, and it'll turn into gas. Any lower, and it becomes a solid.
Oh, how do you know that?
Despite my looks, I'm the the queen of random knowledge.
Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off.
What?
Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going numb?
Yeah, that's right.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird?
Bettlaken wäre recht um. Ah ja. Irgendwas hätte ich schon finden können.
I wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first.
He wanted out of the freezer now. It did seem rather... What?
How the hell would I know? And how the hell is that gonna help us get out of here? We don't have time for this crap.
But it can turn into a liquid. Carbon dioxide turns to liquid if you put it under high enough pressure.
This isn't really a good time for a chat about science.
But I was wondering the same thing.
Wondering what?
Wondering why carbon dioxide doesn't turn into a liquid unless it's under pressure.
Under pressure.
Right? It just seems weird. Water's a liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees. So why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide? H2O and CO2 are pretty similar.
Stimmt auch wieder.
No, they're not. They're totally different substances. Look, guys, if we keep this up, we're just gonna freeze to death. You good with that? You want to die talking about sublimation and gases? Because I sure as hell don't. Now let's get back to work. Assuming you don't want to end up like a pair of ice sculptures.
Oh, but Jumpy, there's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees. I heard about it. Its melting point is 96 degrees.
Ice with a melting point of 96 degrees? You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah, well, you could also look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
Water that freezes at 96 degrees? Ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees? That's interesting.
So what's this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice 9.
Ice 9?
Originally, Ice 9 was a made-up substance invented by a science fiction author. But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
Wait, hold up. So is this thing called Ice 9, or is it water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid. If it's under that, it'll solidify. So you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O. Here, think of it like diamonds and graphite. They're both made of carbon, right? But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
So you're saying normal water and this Ice 9 are like that?
Yup. Have you heard the story about the crystallization of glycerin?
Die weltberühmte Geschichte.
For 150 years after the discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it. They did all sorts of things to it. But whatever they did, it never crystallized. However, one day in 1920, some glycerin on its way to England by ship was discovered to have crystallized during the trip. Scientists around the world wanted to research this new crystallized form of glycerin and asked for seeds. Oh, a seed is a sample of the original crystallized substance. With a seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be easy. However, something very strange happened. Not only did the glycerin encouraged by seed crystals begin to crystallize, even the samples nearby did, even though they were tightly sealed. And it didn't end there. After that day, it doesn't matter where in the world it is, all glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees.
No.
Before that day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize.
That was bullshit.
But once the crystallization had begun, it was almost like... how do I put it? It was almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating. Communicating in some way that we can't sense. And now it's happening everywhere.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. But, what does that have to do with Ice 9?
What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice 9. What happened, I mean.
A lot like? Oh, that would be bad. If water everywhere started freezing at 96 degrees, man.
It'd be the end of the world. At any rate, we're not gonna have to worry about the end of the world unless we can get out of here pretty damn quick. Alright guys, I think that's enough of that. I didn't think we'd get quite this far off topic. I mean, I know I'm kinda at fault here, but we can't be screwing around anymore. So seriously, I might go by the name Santa right now, but I didn't grow up in Iceland. I freaking hate the cold. So let's get cracking, alright? We gotta find a way out of here.
Ja, bitte.
Selfish, isn't he?
Was? Nein, der will einfach nur überleben.
Ice 9 is interesting and all, but we can discuss it more once we get out of this freezer.
Agent Bay, didn't you find some dry ice earlier? Yeah, there's warm water coming out of that pipe. Warm water and dry ice. What do you think would happen if we put that stuff in a sealed container together? Probieren wir es halt aus. Oder auch nicht. Oder auch nicht. There's water dripping from this pipe. It looks like when the pipe burst, the water hit the doorknob and froze it in place. This water actually seems almost warm. Ja, dann... Ich hab doch die scheiß Flasche ausgerüstet. Dann halt nicht. Thing's frozen solid. This pork? Yeah, it seems like it's... What's this thing? It looked like a check or something. Chunk of pork. Warum habe ich das? What? Everything's frozen here. Doesn't look like there's anything else interesting. Da auch nicht. Frozen chicken. Let's start off by putting dry ice into the water bottle. But the dry ice is too big. I gotta figure out a way to make it smaller then, don't you, genius? Oops. Crush the ice if you want to get the bottle. Alright, the dry ice is all in pieces now. Yeah. I'm gonna put these pieces of dry ice into the water bottle. Yeah. There's one water flowing. Yeah. Not yet, Junpei. We're not gonna get the result we want unless you can hook that bottle to the doorknob somehow. It's gonna explode right next to the ice on the doorknob. We have to figure out a way to attach the bottle to the doorknob. And let's just tie her up on here. Yeah.
Put water into the bottle with dry ice. And make sure the lid's closed. Now I just have to put this makeshift bomb on the doorknob. Alright, that's set. So, what do we do now?
We just need to give it a little, tap. The bottle's already about to pop. If we just throw a rock or something at it, it'll go off all on its own.
A small rock. Huh. A small rock. Alright, this ought to do the trick.
Ah, some dry ice, huh? Not a bad idea.
Alright, guys, stand back. Actually, we should probably hide somewhere.
Where exactly do you expect us to hide, genius?
There isn't really anywhere big enough.
Yeah,
Da
there
ist
is.
was, da unten ist was.
Look, right here. We can hide in there. Come on, get inside, quick. Alright, here I go.
Wie kalt ist es da drin eigentlich? Kalt genug, dass Zeug einfriert. Wie fassen die Trockeneis an? Das habe ich mich auch gerade gefragt.
3, 4, 5.
Was?
You're counting the wrong way.
Echt so?
Oh, oops.
That is a really sad excuse for a joke, man.
Sorry, dude. Alright, for real this time. You guys ready?
Yes, whenever you're ready.
Just throw the damn thing.
Alright, here I go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom!
Jumpy! The ice on the door! Is it gone?
Yeah,
Guck
it's
halt
gone.
selbst hin, Frau.
The blast must have shattered it.
Yes! Alright, let's see if it opens.
Trockeneis kann man anfassen.
Hooray! We're out!
Hooray.
Move! Oh, god damn it! Hot, 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 hot! Fuck!
Well, you did just grab the grill. What did you think would happen? Hey, where's Lotus?
Echt so.
Ooh, welcome back. I was starting to get tired of waiting for you guys.
Ernsthaft?
What were you doing?
What do you mean, what was I doing? I was waiting.
We were gonna die!
Oh, yeah? But you didn't. So everything worked out all right, didn't it?
But what the hell?
Just kidding. It might not look like it, but I was really worried.
Oh, don't give me that crap.
I'm telling the truth. I mean, if you died, then I'd be in trouble too. If you died, then I'd be stuck here, and I'd die too. See? I did all I could. I even looked around to see if there was anything I could use to pry open the door. But I couldn't find anything. So, all I could do was wait. I mean, what else did you want me to do? Call the cops?
Fine, but there's one thing I have to ask you.
What's that?
You didn't close the door, did you?
Wait, what? You think I closed the door on you? Why would I do something like that? It closed on its own. I told you before, if you die, then I die too.
Yeah, I guess so. If she had really wanted to kill us, all she had to do was bar the door from the outside. But she didn't. Well, she didn't do anything. She's only lazy, or negligent at least, not an attempted murderer. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Oh, yes, well that's all right. As long as you understand.
Hey, no more screwing around, you two. Break time's over. Especially for you, lady. You've just been sitting on that fat ass of yours while we were freezing to death.
How rude! I was plenty busy.
Yeah. How about you put all that energy into something besides bitching? Let's go.
Okay. Mal den da drauf. Guess I put this meat on the grill. Yeah. What are you doing? What are you going to do if the paper burns? Come on, it'll be fine. I mean, it's not like it's gonna burn right away, right? We just gotta keep an eye on it and the paper will be fine. Well, they can argue all they want. I'm gonna keep an eye on this pork. Cool, looks like it's about time. I'm gonna try taking the paper out. Jumpy, be careful. Sweet of her to care, but I know what I'm... Ouch! See? I told you. Yeah, what the hell are you doing? Hurry up and take the paper out. It's not coming out. This thing's frozen stiff. I can't get it out. So are we going to have to cut the meat? Yeah, looks that way. Looks like we'll have to cut into that meat to get the piece of paper. Hey Junpei, I thought you had something you could cut meat with, didn't you? Ich hab gedacht, wir nehmen den erstmal raus, runter vom Grill, aber ne. Alright, now that I've sharpened the knife, yes, I cut the pork. Awesome, Junpei. Now we can cut out the paper. Okay. Okay. C, 10, F. 12, 10, 15. It's probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. Maybe if you put the right number, open door. Maybe the note you found earlier. Yeah, I know. Do you know how to enter those numbers? I think E is for enter and C is for clearing. So basically, when I'm ready to submit my answer, I press E. So if I screw up, I just press C, right? Lotus nodded. Alright, let's give it a shot. Okay, es gehen nur 3. This is weird. Hey, you're just punching in random numbers, aren't you? Have you just entered like I said in the hint? Ah, shut up, just shut up. Okay. Okay. C plus 10 plus F. Also 10 ist 16. Okay. 12, 28, 38, 43. Yeah! Well, I guess that went well. Yeah! Yeah, the door opened. Good job, Jumpy. Dankeschön. Saturn key card. Yes, I think it's unlocked now. You did it, Jumpy. Let's get out of here. Yes, let's go. You found it!
I think we've been here before.
Wir machen beim nächsten Mal weiter. War ganz gut. Nicht wirklich storymäßig weitergekommen, aber dafür wahrscheinlich dann beim nächsten Mal wieder ein bisschen mehr Story.